When it comes to solving multi-step equations, we're essentially doing the same thing we did with our one step. We're just doing some more to it. We are always going to work, if we think, from outside in. So we're always going to think that we're starting with what's away from the variable before we come in. We're going to solve or work backwards. So if we start with 11x minus 4 equals 29, we're going to take 11x minus 4 equals 29. We see our variable is with the 11, so we're going to work backwards. We're going to work backwards. So we're going to take this 4 out instead. We're going to add the 4 to the other side. So now we have 11x equals 33. And now we use multiplication. So that means in the equation has multiplication. To solve, we're going to use division. We're going to divide both sides by 11. That was a little preemptive there with our solution. And we see that x equals 3. Again, if you ever doubt yourself, plug it in and check. We did the reverse. We added first. We worked outside in, or we worked backwards, and then divided. Now, if we have a plus 7 all over 8 equals 5, if we think we have to work backwards, we have to work backwards. So the last thing that's happening is this is all is being divided by 8. So that means we're going to start by multiplying by 8. When we multiply by 8, that means that we are bringing in the multiplicative inverse, so that we then have a plus 7 equals 5 times 8, which is 40. Now, we have addition in the equation. We use subtraction to solve. So then we have a equals 33. One more example just for fun, because why not? And this video is short enough anyway. So if we have negative 3 equals 2 plus n over 11, we think we have n divided by 11 here is our first thing that does happen to n. So we're going to work backwards, and we're going to subtract this 2 from both sides first. Be careful with your negatives. Negative 3 minus 2 becomes negative 5 equals then n over 11. We're dividing by 11, so that means we have to do the opposite and multiply both sides by 11. So that means that we're left with n equals 11 times negative 5, or negative 55. All right, our practice for tonight, page 293, numbers 11 through 22. If we take a look at number 11, we have 3t plus 8 equals negative 7. So let's walk through a little bit of this. We work backwards. We see that we end with a plus 7, so that means we're going to start solving with a minus 7, doing our opposites. So then we're left with 3t equals negative 8 minus 7, which is negative 15. When we divide both sides by 3, because that's how we're going to do undo the multiplication, we're left with t equals negative 15 divided by 3, which is negative 5. And again, you can either come over here and do number 12 to, save a little bit of room, but you still have a lot of space. Notice there's like 3 fingers worth of space between here. Or you can skip a line and go for number 12. Have fun.